My name is Christopher Goodson. I'm Director of Music and Fine Arts here at Plymouth Church, and I'm happy to talk to you today about the importance of stewardship that supports the unique, wonderful, and vibrant programs here at Plymouth Church. Music and Fine Arts have a long history of strong support in this congregation, and I am incredibly thankful for that history. We also have a bright future if we continue to support the programs that mean so much to us in this place. This year, the Music and Fine Arts program is coming together around finding meaning and purpose through new ways of being. 2020 and the COVID pandemic caused significant changes to all facets of our lives. Two activities near and dear to my heart, gathering for corporate worship and gathering for concerts and musical events, became uniquely precarious activities. Normally, church choirs and music ensembles function on many levels. They provide an artistic outlet for their participants, but they also provide music education. Additionally, participating in weekly worship is a service opportunity, an obligation to the community. Choirs also work on service projects for others. The groups care for one another and frequently act as small groups, providing nurture and care to one another. And concerts and events that we host at Plymouth Church invite the community inside our doors and promote outreach and evangelism. During this time, we are focused on strengthening what we are able to do, which includes artistic expression for our own enjoyment, with outdoor singing opportunities, for instance. And we were able to safely host an outdoor concert series in late summer. We will continue those programs when it is possible in 2021. Many ensembles have met regularly on Zoom to socialize and maintain relationships, to focus on community and the small group aspects of the ensembles. Also, we have retooled our worship music approach to match the virtual medium, but we look forward to safely returning to ensemble choral singing as soon as it is safe to do so. How are we being adaptive, innovative, and creative to come together in love of God and neighbor? Well, 2020 has been a year of innovation. Specifically speaking about the worship media programming, I'd like to give you a little history and bring you into the present. During the 2014 sanctuary renovation, video capabilities were added with the installation of 3 remote-controlled cameras and a control console. The system went unused for a few years before a team of videographers began the work of recording worship at Plymouth Church. By 2017, each Sunday service was recorded, then one of the 2 Sunday services was edited to add informational banners, and then uploaded to YouTube. Sometimes the video was posted on Monday, sometimes it would take longer depending on the workload of the staff involved. A vision was developed to increase engagement with Plymouth's YouTube recordings by providing content that was easier to access. For instance, by pulling out the music or the sermon and posting those as separate videos, it would be much less lugubrious to share and enjoy content that originated in the larger worship service videos, which are harder to share and more difficult to find exactly what you're looking for. In spring 2019, a multi-departmental competitive grant application was developed to fund the improvements we hoped to see in our media project. The grant was proffered and designed to run from spring 2019 through the end of 2020. The grant has funded a video editor, videographers, and necessary equipment upgrades and additions. In late summer and fall 2019, we formed a media team to manage and organize the videographers and support the project. Late 2019 saw a lot of bandwidth put into this project. At that time, little did we know it would pay great dividends come March 2020. In the time since March, we've adapted our procedures to match the present needs. We've added the capability of live stream from the sanctuary in preparation for our eventual return to in-person worship. We've added professional equipment that allows us to live stream and broadcast from Waveland Hall or from wherever we need. Each of our innovations and additions have been carefully tailored to meet the needs of today while focusing on adaptability for the needs of the future. Much of the work will continue through a soon-to-be-added Director of Information Technology role here at Plymouth Church. I'm excited for the work we've done, and I'm excited for the work that we have before us. Thank you for your support, and I strongly encourage you to continue that support.
Hello, friends. I am in the Center for Spiritual Growth, back in the Inspiration Lounge. It is it's the corner. It's the Ingersoll 42nd Street corner, and before I was called as your pastor, the Center for Spiritual Growth was one of the places in Plymouth that I had been, because I had been here to meet with people and to attend some gatherings back here. The Center for Spiritual Growth has been kind of quiet for the last couple years, and I'm really envisioning that it's going to be that it's time for the Center for Spiritual Growth to once again be a place where people come together, a place where Plymouth comes together, a place where Plymouth and the neighborhood comes together. And so in order to do that, we need to do a little bit of housekeeping. I've counted, and there are 7 different kinds of carpet in the Center for Spiritual Growth. Lots of different paints. It needs to be spruced up and attended to, and we need to start having some really awesome and amazing programming. And so I am looking forward to this year being a year of house cleaning and sprucing up, as we move into like this amazing kickoff with some great programming. We need some folks from outside of Iowa to bring us some new blood and help us really dig deep. I'm envisioning the Center for Spiritual Growth being a place where not only do we come together as individuals, but we also come together within ourselves. I think that in the next couple years, we are going to be seeing a revival of spiritual practices. We are going to be seeing a renewed interest in people wondering how do we access our interior life? How do we access that still small voice of God that whispers in our hearts, that whispers in our souls, and the Center for Spiritual Growth is going to be one of the places, not only at Plymouth, but one of the places in Des Moines, in central Iowa, where we are going to be exploring how do we access the interior life. No matter what COVID has done, it's pointed out how dependent we've grown on the exterior of life for our existence, and it's highlighting that we are remembering. Wait, life just isn't about what's out there. Life is about what's in here, and our souls and our spirits, our psyches, our relationship with mystery, with the sacred and with the holy. Oh my gosh, so desperately needs to be attended to. And like I said, I believe that in the United States, in our world, we're going to be seeing a revival of interest in how we access this. And I am just looking forward to the Center for Spiritual Growth becoming a place and a center where we're just on the cutting edge of rediscovering who we are as Christians, who we are as people of faith, who we are as children of God, not just out there, but in here. And so let's paint this place. Let's get some new carpet. Let's get some great programming, and let's come together. Come together as a church. Come together as a community, and come together as whole people. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Hello. In case you don't know, I'm Quance Jeske. I have been a member of Plymouth Church for 22 years, and I am also the director of our Transition into Ministry programs. And yes, you heard me right. This year, the TIM program is innovating by expanding beyond our signature residency program to offer programs, plural, with an S on the end. Plymouth Church, in 2021, we are coming together around that S. In 2021, it's going to be your turn to TIM. By now, I hope you've had a chance to read the new strategic plan. But even if you've only glanced at the cover page, you will notice that a central feature of this new plan is the call to all of us to see ourselves, quote, being ministers of Jesus Christ at home, at work, and in the community. So, well, how about you? How do you see yourself as a minister in your everyday life, in your family, in your workplace, with your friends, and in the larger community? I'm guessing that some of you might need help answering these questions, which brings me to that S. Our TIM program is expanding into multiple programs, all designed to help you discern your own callings and transition into your unique ministries. These programs will include self-guided tools, workshops, retreats, small group opportunities, in-depth courses, and more information about how all of us can be better mentors to our TIM residents. These programs will have involvement from all of our clergy, but will largely be planned and led by your transition into ministry staff. And that includes Mary Kate, Rushing, and myself. And as the director of these programs, I cannot wait to work with you, to see how you transition into ministry, to see how you TIM. Plymouth friends, this is such an exciting time at Plymouth because Mary Kate and Rushing and someone we haven't met yet have been called to be our pastors. And it's also an exciting time because you are called, invited, compelled, urged to share your gifts, to share your love, to share your ministry. I cannot wait for 2021 because we are all going to come together to TIM. Amen.